Hey, I'm Tom, and this is TRB Collectibles, where I go to yard sales, estate sales, and thrift stores. I buy items for a low price and then resell them for a decent profit. This week I wanted to talk about how current movies out in theaters could make you potentially really good profit on movies that you might have sitting around the house today. But before we get there, I wanted to talk about another form of media that I did sell this week. And that is my Hot Tuna 6 CD set. Yes, I took 6 CDs and I lotted them together to walk away with a significant amount of profit. The reason being, I bought these CDs as a set of almost 200 CDs not too long ago at a yard sale. Do you remember it? No? Here, check it out.
How much would you want for all your CDs?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
$50.
50 bucks? Okay.
You got almost like 200 in there.
Correct. Would you take 40?
Yeah, I take 40. You have 40 cash?
I have 27 cash, but I have quarters.
So you got 40, you can have the whole thing.
Is that cool? Okay. I'll be back if you hold on to it for me.
On this CD lot that I picked up, that large amount of CDs for $40, I'm gonna walk away easily with my $40 back, and I could easily make another 100 more on top of it, and my initial investment plus all the shipping. So I walked away from that sale. The guy offered me $50, I gave him 40, 27 in cash, the rest in quarters, and I walked away with 18 cents a piece for each CD. In total for the tuna CDs, I paid $1.08, and I sold 6 of them for $69.99 plus buyer paid $4.45 shipping. I got my initial investment back, and even more so. In previous videos, you've seen that I've sold these CDs and I'm still selling them now for profit on profit. I am elated that I'm glad that I bought it. I'm glad that I waited to get the price that I did, and it's still paying me dividends today. So don't pass up CDs if you get a chance, and always check them out if you do. Now, the next item I wanted to talk about, before we get to what I originally wanted to talk about, was this Unton Bearcat radio. Now, this is new for me. I've never sold this before. I picked it up at a local thrift store. The nice thing is that I picked this up for about $3.21. The reason I get that price is when I go to the thrift store and I buy a lot of items, and they go ahead and give me a group bundle discount, and I break down the price based off of what I buy. So I wound up paying $3.21 for this scanner. I went into my car because the plug was meant for a cigarette lighter, or a car plug is what it would be now. Plugged it right in, turned it right on, knew it worked, I listed it, and I sold it within, I believe, 2 days for $29.99 plus buyer paid shipping at $14.25. So if you see it, definitely pick it up. It was totally worth the flip, and I'm glad I could check it before I even left the store, technically, at least the parking lot. Now, the next item I wanted to talk about is a DVD. No, not the DVD that we were supposed to talk about. Don't worry, it's still coming, I promise. But I figured out and I picked up at my thrift store a Charlie's Angels 4th season brand new sealed DVD. When you come across these sealed items, especially as far as DVDs and series and television shows, always look them up. The sealed ones will always go for more money than the used ones, even though the used ones will from time to time. It's better because people want to buy things new. So I knew that this was going to be even money before I even scanned it, but I made sure I checked it. I bought it for $1, and I sold it for $24.99 plus $3.19 shipping that the buyer went ahead and paid as well. I was elated, I was very happy with this purchase, and I walked away knowing that if I ever see Charlie's Angels again, at least the classic series sealed, that's one thing I can definitely pick up as far as a decent amount of profit. Now, the next item is another big one that I did sell, that I made a decent profit margin on, and that is the LG HBS-760 handset. It's almost like AirPods, but the LG version without the pods themselves, and they wrap around your neck so they don't fall off if they fall out of your ears. Hey, I've seen a lot of these on Amazon go for really low money, but this one actually came in the box with its original wiring. Now, granted, it wasn't brand new, but I cleaned it up, I charged it up, and it worked just fine. It was a great product. Little did I know how many people were actually looking for it. I picked this up at an actual yard sale that I went to for $2, and I sold it for $69.99 plus buyer paid shipping at $7.95. And that I sold within 3 days. Those margins, I'm not going to complain about them. I will definitely be on the lookout for those kinds of headsets. Now, granted, they're overpopulated as a market, but there has to be something unique about that specific headset that makes it worth the buy. But I'm glad that I came across it. I'm glad that the buyer sold it to me at that low of a cost. They really just wanted to unload it because they already had their new thing that they wanted to use themselves. They got a couple dollars, I got a couple dollars, everybody won out. Now, the sole purpose of probably why you're here is you read my title and learned that new movies can help sell old movies. And it's very true. So if you've seen in theaters that they released a brand new Dune movie, which will lead into a series. Now, apparently Dune has a large following because there was classic movies that people truly enjoyed. Now, the DVD that I picked up, I had the classic version of Dune, the special edition DVD. And when I realized that the new Dune movie was coming to theaters, it was something that I had to list. It was something that I had to get up there very quickly. People want to compare the old to the new, and they're looking for the old one but can't find it on a streaming service, so they're going to buy the DVD. They're going to buy the reprinted Blu-ray. They're going to buy the physical copy. It's kind of like when you hold certain things for the holidays because you know people are looking for them. Could I have made less money in a time where the movie didn't come out? Yes, I could have. But did I take advantage of the time that the movie was out in theaters? Yes, because there are those movie buffs, not necessarily collectors, that just want to do a comparison old to new. And luckily I had a very nice copy, a very nice put together copy that didn't have any scratches on it. It was a good edition. I actually got it for free. Funny fact, I went ahead and I picked this up. I found a Facebook Marketplace ad for a free bunch of DVDs, and I went ahead and I picked it up. Granted, I didn't even see the Dune one in the listing. I picked it all up. The lady was moving. She said you could just have all these. And she said there was a lot of people that posted for it, so luckily I got in my car and I got over there right away. I found the Dune DVD. I said, hey, isn't that Dune movie coming out? And lo and behold, I scanned it, and hey, I lucked out. Because I sold my copy of the original, or one of the original copies, or one of the original movies of Dune, for $24.99. In the listing, you're gonna see that I put 25 cents just to hold a place so I know how much I paid, even though I did not. And they paid $3.82 shipping. I sold that within a day. I listed it at the proper price after doing my research on eBay, and I utilized the market and went on history as far as TRBC research on eBay, which shows you the classic, because I just wanted to see a comparison. And there was a spike when the movie did come out, or at least the new Dune version. So always look for those opportunities. If you notice that there's a new trilogy coming out, another example, you can see that there could be market fluctuations for Jurassic Park, right? There's a new one coming out now. But also the same idea, was it a very popular series? Did they overproduce that DVD? Will the former Jurassic Park DVDs do well? And maybe not, because it was a widely, hugely popular movie. But Dune had a very dedicated following. But did it have the same amount of following that Jurassic Park might have? So they probably didn't produce as many DVD copies of the old one. So it's more of a rare find, more of a rare opportunity. So if you happen to have that, especially around holidays with decor, old ornaments, old things like that you can just get up, there's potential that you can make a couple extra dollars just based on the nostalgia factor of it being a new movie compared to the old version of the movie. Right? Always look for new opportunities, seek new things. Hopefully this helped you, at least in a little bit. if you have further questions, feel free to leave them down below. I'm always happy to have a conversation. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to go ahead and click that like button. And if you had a great time, please be sure to click that subscribe button. As always, my name's Tom, and this has been TRB Collectibles.